It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10,
Listening once again,
with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that chooses the wish of Barney and Ben.
dolls that'll talk and we'll go for a walk is the hope for Janice and Jen.
And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Now there's a tree in the Grand Hotel,
One in the park as well,
the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow.
oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start.
And the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots
Is the wish of Barney and Ben.
dolls that'll talk and we'll go for a walk.
Is the hope for Janice and Jen.
And the Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start. And the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock, jingle bells time, jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock, mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock, mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more.
With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Just face the music, you're a monster. Mr. Grinch, yes you are.
Your heart's an empty hole.
Your brain is full of spatters, you got Gallagher's soul, Mr. Grinch.
Well, I wouldn't touch you with a
39 and a half foot Stay crack it down.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
Make the Yuletide gay.
From now on, our troubles will be miles away. happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself
Flip it to up.
a merry little Christmas now.
Alrighty, we should be good to go. Welcome everyone that's joining us. Fun Boy, Jacob Ball, Mick, Andrew Baker. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm going to hand it over to our Lodge Chief, Jesse Cathy.
Good evening and welcome to Winter Banquet 2020. Tonight, as we end this glorious year that we have to look back on, of service and brotherhood that we have had the chance to experience through this Corona year, but also the remainder of the century that we have to look forward to. Tonight will be the spark of a new era as we swear in the next generation of Lodge officers and give out some awards to those thought worthy of those awards. Without further ado, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. We will have a video playing, and here we go. Uh, I pledge allegiance to America, one nation, under God, indivisible. Okay, this is embarrassing. I just messed up the Pledge of Allegiance as the 2020 Lodge Chief. So there's that. If all the officers want to unmute and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, let's do it.
I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which
for
it
which it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and justice for all.
Two. Thank you. That's kind of embarrassing. At this time, you can be seated. And at this time, I will hand it over to John Andrew.
All right. Thank you, Jesse. If everyone would please raise your right arm in the scout sign as we recite the OA obligation. I do hereby promise, on my honor as a scout, that I will always and faithfully observe and preserve the traditions of the Order of the Arrow. We Moktending, Wingalausik, Witahemoe. I will always regard the ties of brotherhood in the Order of the Arrow as lasting, and will seek to preserve a cheerful spirit, even in the midst of irksome tasks and weighty responsibilities, and will endeavor, so far as in my power lies, to be unselfish in service and devotion to the welfare of others. 2. Back to you, Jesse.
Please join me in the OA grace. If you don't know the words, they are going to be up on the screen. A scout is reverent. For night alone that rests our thought, for quiet dawn that lights our trail, for evening fire that warms and cheers, for each repast that fuels our work. We give thanks, O Lord. Back to you, Jesse.
I am trying to speak with Mike. So at this time, we will go into our first award. Thank you all for the intros there. At this time, if Stephen is with us, Stephen will be giving out our outstanding chapter awards. Is he with us? If not, we can skip that and go back to it.
Stephen will be on shortly. And he is here. Stephen, will you present the Outstanding Chapter Award?
All right, I think we go to the next award.
Or Mikey, if you would like, you can go on and present it if you'd like.
No, we can give it. Just give Stephen some time.
There he is.
My apologies.
Awesome. You're good, Stephen. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna pull up the banquet script real quick. The Outstanding Chapter Award recognizes the best chapter of the year. Coweta Lodge is blessed to have some great chapters who are there to totally support their youth. I encourage all advisors and chiefs to continue to learn, grow, and provide service to their districts. It was a true challenge for us to decide only one recipient for the Outstanding Chapter Award, but we feel like this recipient is totally what the award stands for. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Chapter Award is
There's not a slide, Stephen, for this one.
Oh, it's Wahali chapter.
Yay. As Wahali chapter chief, thank you, Stephen.
Awesome.
Jesse.
Give me one moment, please. Okay, so at this time, it is my turn to give the chief citation. So just a little bit about the chief citation. The chief citation is given by the lodge chief to a person based on any criteria he sees fit, like the way a mentor pin from an Eagle Scout. Typically, the recipient is a person that has made a significant impact on the way the lodge runs throughout the year. This person can be anyone, an airman, scouter, or even someone that isn't a scout. Throughout this year, the lodge has faced many challenges, as you must know. Every time this has happened, this person has devoted unbelievable amount of time to better his fellow airmen through hard work and cheerfulness. And this person also helped me a lot personally get through this year, through the lodge, through scouts in general. And the chief citation for this year goes to Dalton Kemper. Like I say, we don't have a slide for this. Yeah.
All right. Up next is Anthony with the Lodge Advisors Award.
As you all know, the Lodge Advisors Award is kind of like the chief citation in a sense. It's for a person or persons that help out the lodge advisor throughout the year, and that could be in tasks in scouting, outside of scouting, or anything in that sense. This year has been a rougher year than most for the lodge in general. So there's been some more adults that I've put more help needed to. So this year, I'm giving it to 2 individuals. The first individual has helped me out for a couple years, is always there when I need a call to talk to somebody about scouting in general or even at work. So that individual will be Tim Brown. The next individual is pretty much my right-hand man as a lodge advisor. If I'm gone, can't make something, need somebody to fill in, need something grabbed out of the Lexington office, he's there at a moment's notice. He's probably, me and him have flogged over hundreds of hours of phone calls together. So with that being said, the next recipient will be Mike Schaefer. So congratulations to both of you, and thank you for your service to the lodge.
All righty. Mike Butcher Award.
This is me. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so the Mike Butcher Memorial Award is given annually to the year's most outstanding youth member from Coweta Lodge 480. This award is given in memory of Mike Butcher, who tragically lost his life in 1972. Mike was a member of Troop 14, which was chartered by the Second Presbyterian Church in Lexington, Kentucky. While on a canoeing trip with his troop, Mike's canoe overturned in high water rapids in the Little Narrows section of Rockcastle River, and tragically, Mike was trapped under the water and drowned. Mike's death was not only a great loss for his family and friends, but also a great loss for the lodge. This award was first given in 1972 to both Mike Butcher, I don't know how to pronounce that word, after death, and his co-recipient, Tim Crowley, and has been given annually to a deserving youth member since. Mike was a great human being. He was an ideal scout, airman, and friend. he wasn't someone to always sought the glory of the limelight, but rather he was someone who was always there in the crowd when you needed him. He always had a smile and a handshake for you, no matter what the task. It's hard to believe that it has been 40 years since Mike left us. His short life exemplified the purpose and intent for our great and honored order, as set forth by our founder, Dr. Ian R. Goodman. And his dedication to the Order of the Arrow has been, and always will be, an example for all of us to follow. The recipient of the 2020 Mike Butcher Award goes to Siobhan Johnson.
Thank you.
Way to go, Siobhan. All right. Now we will move on to the William Bud Tobin Award.
The William Bud Tobin Award was authorized by Coweta Lodge for the first time in 2007 and is given annually at the Winter Banquet to any youth or adult member who exhibits the values embodied in our brother who passed on well before his time. Bud was a Vigil Honor member of Coweta Lodge and for many years handled lodge merchandise and ran the trading post. He always had a smile on his face and a helping hand for his fellow scouts and lodge members. He undertook this somewhat irksome task despite numerous health challenges that limited his own abilities to be as active as he would have liked. Bud also served several years as the Baden Powell director at Camp McKee and was an assistant scoutmaster as well as charter organization rep for Troop 60 at the Cynthiana United Methodist Church. He is fondly remembered, and his scouting legacy of service is carried by all with whom he had come in contact. The recipient of the 2020 William Bud Tobin Award is Mikey Hilligus.
Thank you to everyone. Yeah. All right, up next is the Michael Wood Ceremonialist Spirit Award.
So the Michael Wood Ceremonial Spirit Award is an award that has been given to a Coweta Lodge member in honor of Michael Wood. Michael Wood was a youth Coweta Lodge member who tragically lost his life shortly after high school. Michael will be forever remembered as a scout with great attitude, willing to help anyone, and most of all, remembered for his love of ceremonies. Michael was always either practicing or participating in ceremonies to improve their impact on the young airmen of Coweta Lodge. And this year's recipient of the Michael Wood Ceremonialist Award is Nate Hernandez.
Yeah, Nate.
Go Nate.
Go Nate. All right. Up next is the Founders Award. All right, let's pull that up. All right. The Founders Award was created in 1980 by the National Committee of the Order of the Arrow to honor and recognize those airmen who have given outstanding service to their lodge. It is a national award given by the local lodge.
The award is reserved for an airman who demonstrates to his fellow airmen that he memorializes in his everyday life the spirit of achievement as described by the founders of the Order of the Arrow, Dr. E. Erner Goodman and Carol A. Edson.
Coweta Lodge 480 presented its first Founders Award in 1982 to the late Douglas W. Cox. Since that time, the lodge has presented numerous other deserving youth and adult airmen with this prestigious award. The youth recipient of the 2020 Founders Award is, drum roll please, Robert Schaefer.
The adult recipient of the 2020 Founders Award is Marcella Smith. Congratulations to both recipients.
Next up, the Uncas Award.
All right, thank you. So I will have the pleasure of presenting the Uncas Award to you guys. So, in the legend of the R Order, the son of Chief Chingachgook, Uncas was the first willing to go on the journey of uniting all nations. Willingness and dedication to our ideals have rippled outward, touching generations of airmen worldwide, and is no different here at Quita Lodge. In honor of the centennial of the Order of the Arrow, the Lodge Executive Committee incorporated a recognition that would honor those airmen who have contributed to the legacy and strengthening of Quita Lodge through outstanding service and involvement. The initial recipients of the Uncas included Centennial Award recipients of Quita Lodge and a group of inaugural recipients in honor of the centennial. Additionally, Quita Lodge will present the awards to deserving youth members who strengthen Quita Lodge through outstanding service and involvement, and adults who have contributed to the legacy of Quita Lodge. Nominations for this award are collected throughout the year, and a youth committee is formed to select recipients. The 2020 recipients of the Uncas Award are Jesse Cathy and Mike Schaefer. Congratulations, guys.
All right, up next, I will hand it over to Siobhan, our Vice Chief of Service, to install our new Lodge leadership.
Thank you, Mikey. Tonight we will install the 2020 Lodge officers. As I call your name, would you please step forward and form a line in front of the table? Pretend. Jesse Cathy, Lodge Chief. John Segabar, Vice Chief of Service. Robert Schaefer, Vice Chief of Brotherhood. Mikey Hilligus, Vice Chief of Chapter Operations. Tyler Baker, Treasurer. Kyle Gay, Quartermaster. All right. Please raise your right hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I do hereby promise.
I do hereby promise.
On my honor as a Scout.
On my honor as a Scout.
That I will always and faithfully.
That I will always and faithfully.
Observe and preserve.
Observe and preserve.
The traditions of the Order of the Arrow.
The traditions of the Order of the Arrow.
Umaktendink.
Umaktendink.
Witahemaway.
Witahemaway. Witahemaway.
I do solemnly pledge.
I do solemnly pledge.
To carry out the duties.
To carry out the duties.
Of an officer in Coweta Lodge 480.
Of an officer in Coweta Lodge 480.
I will hold steadfast.
I will hold steadfast.
The values of brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service.
The values of brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
2.
Congratulations to our new officers. Jesse, do you have anything you would like to say?
I would just like to say that even though this year has been rough, it's taught us a little bit, especially on the virtual side of everything. So if Corona does continue on to the later end of next year, I think we found ways to, or an easier way to kind of control our events. So I'm really looking forward to next year, especially with this group of officers. We've got a lot to grow on, but I think with this year as a learning experience, I think we've got it in the bag.
Yeah.
And that's all.
John, do you have anything you would like to add on to?
I just would like to say to everyone that I am extremely excited for this next year. COVID or not, we're going to have such a great program, and I hope that you all decide to participate with us.
All right. Chapters, you'll be seeing me a lot. Really looking forward to getting our chapters up and running again. and making sure that everything's good to go. Here in a little bit, I'm going to install our new chapter officers. But before I do that, does any of the 2021 officers have anything else they would like to add on to?
I think we're good.
All right, with that being said, let's go back to my screen share here. All right, so this was our amazing, okay, cool. So this is our officer amazing picture that we took over Zoom. All right, so now I would like to introduce our Wahali chapter officers. We've got Isaac, Justin Abney, and then our Tecumseh chapter, Wyatt Wheely. So you guys are about to take the same exact pledge. So if you guys can, please stand up and raise your right hand in the scout sign and repeat after me. I do hereby promise.
I do hereby promise.
On my honor as a scout.
On my honor as a scout.
That I will always and faithfully.
That I'll always and faithfully.
Observe and preserve.
Observe and preserve.
The traditions of the Order of the Arrow.
Traditions of the Order of the Arrow.
Remontendink.
Remontendink.
Winnelastic.
Winnelastic.
With the Hemaway.
With the Hemaway.
I do solemnly pledge.
I do solemnly pledge.
To carry out the duties.
To carry out the duties.
Of an officer in Coweta Lodge 480.
As an officer in Coweta Lodge 480.
I will hold steadfast.
I will hold steadfast.
The values of brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service.
The values of brotherhood and cheerful service. I probably messed
to
up.
this I pledge my sacred honor.
I do pledge my sacred honor.
All right, so congratulations. It's a little weird doing stuff over Zoom, over the mic. So thanks to our chapter officers. You guys will be seeing my lovely face at some chapter meetings and stuff. So yeah, my email will be VC chapter operations at coweta.org. So if y'all need to get a hold of me at the beginning of next year, that will be the email. So now I'm going to pass it over to Jesse Cathy. Jesse.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
I think I got kicked out there for a second. So I didn't put together a full speech, but for our 2021 year, I hope that that we can improve ourselves in a virtual standpoint. We were a little slow at the beginning of this year, but now that we've kind of got a grasp on it, if it comes down to it, we will be able to do virtual events. Hopefully we'll be able to do everything in person though. Not everything, but majority in person. Because I know as a Coweta Lodge member, that is the best part, is meeting everybody face-to-face, handshakes and high fives. So we look forward to a great year. We have a great group of officers. that are ready to serve. So that's basically sums it up.
Alrighty. Now we will take the time to recognize our visual call out. That will be led by the Schaefers.
All right, to start our 2021 visual honor call out, we start with this. Killing me, Mikey. Alertness to the needs of others is the mark of the visual honor. It calls for an individual with an unusual awareness of the possibilities within each situation. The visual honor is the highest honor of the Order of the Arrow that the Order of the Arrow can bestow upon its members for the service to the lodge, council, and scouting. Membership cannot be won by a person's conscious endeavors. The visual honor is the high mark of distinction and recognition reserved for those airmen who, by reason of exceptional service, personal effort, and unselfish interest, have made distinguished contributions beyond the immediate responsibilities of their position of office in one or more of the following: Lodge, Order of the Arrow, Scouting Community, Scout Camp. The visual honor call out will now begin.
The first visual candidate is an Eagle Scout who has served on summer camp staff at Camp McKee since 2017. This candidate is currently one of the vice presidents of his venture crew. This candidate has been a member of his student council in his high school and has been recognized as the top youth leader in his high school. This candidate is a talented multi-instrument musician and will pursue a degree in musical production next fall. This candidate has served Coweta Lodge as drum chairman and most recently is the 2020 and 2021 Lodge treasurer. Please join me in congratulating Vigil Honor candidate Tyler Baker.
Woo!
This next Vigil candidate has been active in scouting since he was a Tiger. He holds the rank of Eagle Scout. He has served as his troop senior patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, den chief, and quartermaster. He is also active in his venture crew. He enjoys playing the bass drum in his high school marching band. He currently attends Bluegrass Technical College. This candidate has served Coweta Lodge as a ceremonialist for 4 years. Please join me in congratulating Vigil Honor candidate Parrish Johnson. The next Vigil candidate is also an Eagle Scout. He is a member of a venture crew. He has served on summer camp staff at Camp McKee. He has served for 2 years as the Vice President of Communication for the Bluegrass Council Venturing Officers Association. This candidate has also served as a chapter chief for Coweta Lodge. Please join me in congratulating Vigil Honor candidate Hudson Crute.
The next Vigil candidate is a second-generation scout with over 30 years of scouting experience. He is an Eagle Scout and is the father of 3 Eagle Scouts. He began his adventure in scouting in Pineville, Louisiana, where he enjoyed canoe trips and summers at Camp Attakapaw. He was inducted in the Order of the Arrow in the Oxwega Lodge. His family then moved to Lexington, Kentucky. He resumed his scouting adventure when his youngest son joined a cub pack. This candidate served that pack for 10 years in various positions and then crossed over to the troop with his youngest son. He currently serves that troop as Scoutmaster. He has hiked more than 500 miles at Philmont Scout Ranch with his troop. He is now leading his troop through the challenges of the pandemic. He has served the Bluegrass Council as a member of its executive board and has given engineering advice to Camp McKee, including completing several surveys at camp. This candidate has been awarded the Silver Beaver. Please join me in congratulating Vigil Honor candidate James Roberts. The next Vigil candidate is the father of an Eagle Scout. He is the definition of servant leader as he volunteers any spare time to his church and to scouting. Although a business owner, he always has time for his family. This candidate has served the Bluegrass Council in many roles. He has been council popcorn colonel, roundtable commissioner, and has served many years as a staff member in Wood Badge including serving as the course director in 2018. He is now serving as staff for the National Youth Leadership Training, NYLT, course here in the Bluegrass Council. This candidate has been awarded the Silver Beaver. Please join me in congratulating Vigil Honor candidate Phil Blankenship. This concludes our Vigil call out for 2021. Congratulations to all the candidates.
Now I would like to turn it over to our lodge advisor, Anthony Kenny, to finish us off with a minute.
So I'll first start with a little bit of a parable to get out there to kind of start out the thing, and I'll end with just some notes on that. And this one's called On the Trail. This is for all of our lodge officers or youth out there for next year and thinking in life. And I'll read this off this so I don't mess up too bad. Once a long time ago, a hound was out with a hunter trailing a mountain lion. The hound came to a place where a fox had crossed the trail, and then the hound decided to follow that fox instead of the lion. A short time later, a rabbit crossed that of the fox, and again the hound changed direction. Why should he chase a fox when a rabbit might be easier to catch? When the hunter finally caught up to the hound, the dog was barking at a small hole in the ground. The hound had brought to bay a field mouse instead of a mountain lion. Well, how about you? Have you set out on the trail to achieve your ambition? Are you able to follow it, or are you sidetracked by easier trails that may cross from time to time? Don't be like the hound. Find out what it takes to achieve your ambition and then get started. The way to achieve anything in life is to set a true course for it and stick to that trail. And with that being said, this has been an unprecedented time for Coweta Lodge, our officers, just for everything with that. The plans that these guys made early in January of last year did not get to come to fruition as much as we wanted them to this year due to unforeseen circumstances. With that being said, we look forward, and I look forward to working with our officers, having a great year next year, and making Coweta Lodge as strong as it's ever been. So with that, I'll turn it back over to the youth officers, and hopefully everyone has a good night tonight.
Thank you, Anthony. And we appreciate your service that you've given to the lodge for so many years, and as lodge advisor for the past so many. Thank you all for attending Winter Banquet. Just a couple things to look forward to. We do have an LOD coming up. That'll be in January. So look for that on our Facebook page, Instagram, and I believe Twitter. So look for that. We will also be sending out a updated remind link for you on Facebook. So it'll be based off your chapter. And when we post that, look for your chapter, go down, and then you can sign up for our remind text. That way you don't always have to search through our Facebook to find something. You can get it through a remind text. Unless anybody else has anything else, one last congratulations to all those who received awards tonight. Those will be delivered to you through the mail or some sort of manner. And congratulations to our 2021 Vigil class and our new officers for 2021. Mikey, did you have something to say?
I did. We are also working on our lodge website, getting that updated, making it look prettier, updating it, stuff like that. So just be on the lookout for that, because that will be mainly the source of information. But again, we do have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, you can email any of the officers. That's also located on our website. thanks everyone for joining us, interaction inside the chat. We've got people, we currently have 32 people watching. Thanks everyone for just hopping in, congratulating everyone. These have been unprecedented times, and so we will make, we need to make the most of it. And so, yeah. Without further ado, y'all can, thank you all for attending. Have a good night.